Hello everyone. So a couple of weeks ago I shared some tips on how to manage action closure better for HAZOPs. So today I thought it might be useful if I shared with you a example or a template action closure sheet so that you can use it on your facility managing your HAZOP action closure better. Some key features are really knowing what the priority of your action is. And so if you remember, we go back to the video before, I'll put a link below, but it's using different criteria to prioritize your action. Make sure it's risk-based. The second one was making sure that you know the intended outcome. Sometimes as a HAZOP team, we think we know what the answer is, but actually when the engineers start to have a look at it, they have a different idea because they have more time. They've been able to consider the intricacies of the system a bit better. So making sure that you say the intent. What was your intended outcome? So again, I've also given you an example sheet on how you might describe the intended outcome of your action. Now, this doesn't have to be complicated. Please don't try and overcomplicate things. But this will just help you make sure that you communicate to the person who's closing your action what exactly it is you wanted them to do. The third thing was making sure that you have the right sign-off. Now there's three levels of sign-off which I recommend. The first one is the discipline engineer. So if, for example, the action is being closed out by process, I would recommend that you have someone in, like the senior process engineer, signing off each action to say that he agrees on this approach for this action. I would then have like a gatekeeper who may be your process safety engineer, but maybe somebody else, who actually says, okay, I'm going to give this an independent review. Does this action closure actually meet the intended outcome? Even if it doesn't exactly meet the way that we've worded the action, does it meet the intended outcome? So this is your gatekeeper, and they will sign it before passing it on to the budget holder. So if you're in a project, the budget holder will probably be the project manager. And they're signing to say that yes, they think that whatever it is you've said in this recommendation or action closure should be implemented in the project. For example, it may be including an additional pump, which may be several million adding to the budget, but that is your budget holder is signing. If you're on an asset, your budget holder will be your asset manager. And they are signing to say that yes, they agree in the way in which you're closing the action, and they agree that whatever you've said in that action, you can spend money on. So making sure that you have the three different signatures on the bottom can really help you get good, consistent action closure, because that is one of the problems we've seen in a lot of incidents where actions are closed, but they don't meet the intent. I hope you find the sheet useful, and I hope you find the example useful. If you need any help on either of them, just please get in touch, and your HAZOP facilitator should very easily be able to accommodate both with the recommendation wording and the intent wording. Should be able to accommodate both of those with no additional cost into the way he puts his output. Thanks very much for listening. If you found this useful, please subscribe to Process Safety with Louise on YouTube. The link is below in the